Welcome to Cosmic Compass, the channel where we journey through the universe together. Here we uncover the stories of planet spacecraft and cosmic wonders that shape our place in the cosmos. Today, let's follow the path of perseverance and ingenuity on Mars, two robotic pioneers that may bring us closer than ever to answering one of humanity's oldest questions: are we alone? On Earth, survival often depends on tools, from birds spearing grubs with cactus needles to otters cracking open clams with stones. Life adapts by shaping its surroundings, but humans have taken tool use to an entirely different level. Our tools became machines, and our machines became technology powerful enough to send robotic explorers across the vastness of space. Yet, however advanced these creations may be, they are not infinite. Every tool has an expiration date. Every mission runs against the clock. So here's the question: will the tools we have today be enough to uncover one of the greatest mysteries in the universe, the possibility of life beyond Earth? This is the story of NASA's Perseverance rover, its journey toward the Jezero Delta on Mars, and its fragile companion, the helicopter Ingenuity. Together, they carry humanity's hopes of finding signs of ancient alien life. But as we'll see, time is running short. Since its landing in February 2021, Perseverance has been more than just a machine. It's our proxy on Mars, collecting samples that could one day reveal whether life once thrived there. Scientists identified Jezero Crater as one of the best possible locations to search. Billions of years ago, water once flowed into this basin, forming a delta where sediments accumulated. In those sediments might lie fossilized evidence, tiny traces of ancient microorganisms locked safely within layers of clay shielded from radiation for eons. By understanding the geology of Jezero, scientists gained a powerful tool context. Earlier rock samples from two regions, Mars and Ceita, already showed they came from different eras in the crater's history. This told researchers that Perseverance was travelling through a storybook written in stone, and the most exciting chapter was still ahead: the Jezero Delta. When Perseverance first set out, it faced treacherous ground in Ceita, a sea of shifting sands where one wrong move could have trapped the rover forever. Every metre was cautious, slow and deliberate. But once it escaped that danger, the terrain opened up. Finally, Perseverance could stretch its wheels, and stretch them it did. In early 2022, the rover shattered speed records covering nearly 320 metres in a single day, the Martian equivalent of a land speed record. It might not sound like much to you, about 3 football fields, but for a robot navigating another planet on its own, this was extraordinary. What made it possible was Autonav Perseverance's autonomous navigation system. Instead of waiting for instructions from Earth, it could scan the ground, identify hazards and choose the safest path forward, all in real time. This allowed Perseverance to attempt something no rover had done before: a multi-day autonomous drive. For 3 days straight, it kept moving, without human input, proving it could travel faster, farther and smarter than any of its predecessors. This wasn't just about speed, it was about freedom. With Autonav, Perseverance could be trusted to make its own decisions, leaving scientists on Earth more time to focus on the science while the rover pressed onward to the Delta. Of course, Perseverance is more than wheels and cameras. It carries a laboratory of tools designed to analyse Mars right where it stands. Among the most remarkable is SuperCam, the rover's laser, sometimes nicknamed a heat ray. This is no science fiction weapon. SuperCam uses bursts of laser light to heat rocks to astonishing temperatures, up to 10,000 degrees Celsius, vaporizing them into plasma. That plasma glows, and in its glow lies a fingerprint, the wavelengths of light that reveal which elements and compounds are present. In March 2022, Perseverance targeted a striking purple rock, firing its laser more than 150 times into a single spot. After all those shots, the hole was barely a millimetre deep. That's how delicate and precise the system is. It doesn't destroy, it reveals. By analysing even tiny traces, Perseverance helps scientists understand the chemical makeup of Mars and where the ingredients for life might once have existed. As it moved toward the delta, the rover continued to drill zap and abrade samples, turning the Martian landscape into a record of experiments, each one a clue in humanity's greatest investigation. And yet in the midst of all this serious science, there are lighter moments. At one point, Perseverance accidentally picked up a small stone in one of its wheels. Instead of becoming a problem, the stone simply rode along for more than 8 kilometres over 4 months. Scientists jokingly called it the rover's pet rock. These little stories remind us that Perseverance is more than just a machine. In a way, it becomes a character, a companion we root for as it braves the challenges of Mars. But perhaps the most emotional part of this journey belongs to Ingenuity, the tiny helicopter that travelled with Perseverance. Originally planned for just 30 days of experimental flights, it became the first aircraft to fly on another planet. Time and again, it rose into the thin Martian air, scouting ahead to warn Perseverance of hazards. But in May 2022, something went wrong. Ingenuity failed to check in. For a moment, it seemed the little helicopter might be lost forever. The silence was chilling. Scientists speculated that dust covering its solar panels had reduced its power. Without enough charge, Ingenuity couldn't keep its systems warm during Mars's freezing nights. A day later, to everyone's relief, the helicopter came back online. But the scare was a reminder of the fragility of technology on Mars. Ingenuity was forced to change its survival strategy, cutting back on heating to conserve power. Instead of switching on heaters at minus 15 degrees Celsius, it would wait until the temperature dropped below minus 40. The colder nights were coming and time was no longer on its side. Eventually, the dust, the cold, and the wear of Mars will silence Ingenuity. That day will come. But until then, every extra flight is a victory. And as long as it endures, Ingenuity and Perseverance continue their journey together, pressing toward the delta, the best chance we have of finding signs of alien life. What makes this story so compelling isn't just the technology or even the science, it's the reminder that exploration is always a race against time. Tools break, batteries fail, dust gathers. Yet within those fleeting windows, humanity pushes the boundaries of what's possible. Perseverance drives not just for us, but as us. Ingenuity flies on wings that could never have existed without human imagination. And both remind us of a truth that applies not only on Mars, but here on Earth, our time is limited. So let's use it to seek, to learn, and to wonder. Ahead lies the Jezero Delta, and perhaps buried in its clay is the answer to the question we've asked for centuries: are we alone? Thank you for travelling with us on today's journey. As Perseverance and Ingenuity continue their mission, they remind us that exploration is fragile but also full of hope. If you enjoyed this video, let's keep exploring together. Don't forget to subscribe to Cosmic Compass for more stories about the planets, the missions, and the mysteries of our universe. Until next time, let's keep our eyes on the stars. Thank you for travelling with us on today's journey. As Perseverance and Ingenuity continue their mission, they remind us that exploration is fragile but also full of hope. If you enjoyed this video, let's keep exploring together. Don't forget to subscribe to Cosmic Compass for more stories about the planets, the missions, and the mysteries of our universe. Until next time, let's keep our eyes on the stars.